Dear students, welcome in 7th standard general science video class. Let's continue lesson number 3 part 3 natural resources. Today's concept is soil, properties of soil. Let's recall what is meant by soil, how it is formed. The upper layer of the earth in which plant is grow is called soil. Soil is formed by the weathering of rocks. Meaning of weathering is breaking down of rocks. When rock breaks, soil is formed. Second question is, what are the ingredients of soil? What does soil contain? Air, water, minerals, organic matter are the ingredients of soil. Let's study properties of soil. Soil is of different color such as black, red, copper, yellow, grey. Color is very important property. Soil gets color due to various processes. Upper layer of soil are darker than the lower layers. Means upper soil is darker and lower soil is fainter. Color of soil is useful for the classifying soil. We can classify soil due to its color. By color of soil, we can understand the properties of soil. Important properties of soil are fertility, drainage. One by one we will study what is the meaning of fertility, what is the meaning of drainage, what is the meaning of texture. Okay, so what is meant by fertility? Fertility means ability of soil to supply the sufficient amount of nutrients and waters to the plant, and absence of toxic substances which is harmful for the plant growth is called fertility. What is meant by drainage? Drainage is also a property of soil. Drainage means the removal of excess water from the soil below its surface. Irrigation means supplying of soil, and drainage means removing of excess soil. You can understand nowadays heavy rainfall is there, and due to this heavy rainfall crops get destroyed. Okay, so much water is also not good for the crops. Hence drainage property is also important, because drainage means removal of excess water from the soil. Capacity to hold water means retaining water. Some type of soil they retain the water, they hold the water, and few type of soils are there which have the property drainage. Drainage means removal of excess water from the soil. We can understand above properties by the soil's color. Soil color is depend upon its texture. What is meant by texture? Texture means the size of soil particle. Soil particle may be coarse or soil particle may be fine. If a soil particle have coarse, it is called coarse texture, and if soil particles are very small, it is called fine structure. Coarse structure of soil. If coarse structure is there of soil, water drainage capacity is good, and fine texture soil has a property which holds the water, which fine type of soil holds the water. Then we will say what is meant by chemical and organic ingredients. First of all, we will see what is meant by organic ingredients. Organic ingredients means humus. What is humus? See, in soil also some living things are there, some plants and some animals are there. So when these plants and animals die, their remains, their parts get decayed by the microorganisms, and these decayed parts of plants and animals is called humus, and this humus is a organic ingredient. Humus is very good. Due to humus, soil get fertile and plants get nutrients from this humus. So humus increase the fertility of the soil. Chemical materials. Which are the chemical materials are there in the soil? Chemical ingredients are carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, sulfur, copper, zinc. These are the chemical materials in the soil. Dear students, on page number 22 in your general science textbook, page number 22, one experiment is there. You can do this experiment at your home. Which are the apparatus needed for this experiment? We need 3 measuring cylinder for this experiment, 3 glass funnel we need, filter paper we need, water we need, fine sand we need, coarse sand we need from an earthen pot. used for growing plants. So you can take fine sand and coarse sand. You have to take 3 measuring cylinders, 3 glass funnels, filter paper and water. So procedure, how to do this experiment? Fit cones of the filter paper in the 3 glass funnel. You can see in on your screen how these glass funnels are adjusted on a 3 measuring cylinder. Fill the cones with equal quantities of sand, sandy soil and clay. On one funnel you have to put sand, on one funnel you have to put sandy soil, and in one funnel you have to put clay soil. Place the funnels on the measuring cylinder, pour one test tube of water into each of the funnel and observe how much water is collected in each measuring cylinder. What inference will you draw from this? So you have to take 3 funnels. In that 3 funnel you have to put a filter paper. After that you have to put soil in 3 funnels, one in one funnel sand, in another funnel sandy soil, and in another funnel clay soil. A, B, C. In A funnel sand, in B funnel sandy soil, and in C funnel clay soil. You have to pour a water, one test tube of water you have to pour in on that funnel. So what is the conclusion? So the conclusion is, uh, in a cylinder, in a measuring cylinder, more water is collected because in a funnel, what was there? In a funnel sandy soil was there, and sandy soil water drainage capacity is more. It doesn't hold water, it removes water. Okay, sand do not hold water, sand drains water. So there is a low water holding capacity of sand. Cylinder B and funnel C. In funnel C, which soil was there? In funnel B, which soil was there? Sandy soil is there. In funnel A, sand is there, and in funnel B, sandy soil is there. So when you put sandy soil in funnel B and pour test tube of water, what do you get to see? Okay, medium amount of water is collected in a measuring cylinder. Medium amount, not much water, not less water. Medium amount of water is collected in a funnel, in a measuring cylinder B, because sand particles are there, and sand holds medium amount of water, and cylinder C has a clay soil. Very fine particles are there in a clay soil, and clay soil holds water, it doesn't drain water. So less amount of water is collected in a C measuring cylinder. So what is the inference? Inference is sand do not hold water, sandy soil hold less amount of water, and clay soil hold more amount of water. Water holding capacity of sand is very low. Water holding capacity of sandy soil is medium, and water holding capacity of clay soil is much. So this is the conclusion of our experiment. Let's study soil's texture. Soil texture means size of the soil particles. Soil particles are of different size. According to the texture, following are the types of soil. Sandy soil. According to texture, sandy soil. How is the sandy soil? In such soil, sand particles are in high proportion. Water drains rapidly through the sandy soil. Sandy soil is easy to plow. Some negative properties are also there of sandy soil. Sandy soil do not hold. Sandy soil is not much good for the plants. It is a less fertile. Sandy soil is made up of the mineral. It is made up of mineral, and that mineral name is silicon dioxide. Silicon dioxide is also called quartz. Silicon dioxide do not dissolve in water. Hence this soil supply very less nutrients to the plants. The particles of silt soil are of medium size. It is hard to plow, but it is easy to plow than the clay soil. Silt soil is hard to plow than sandy soil, but easy to plow than the clay soil. This soil contains large proportion of organic matter. Silt soil supply large amount of organic materials. Hence this soil is very good for the plant's growth. This soil is also known as sedimentary soil. Silt soils another name is sedimentary. Silt soil is also known as a sedimentary soil. Next type of soil is a clayey soil. Clay soil has a maximum number of small particles. Okay, and such soil is called a clay soil. Soil which has a large number of small particles is called a clay soil. Texture of clay soil is smooth. Clay soil has a high water holding capacity. Now students, use your brain power and answer the following question. Why clay soil is difficult to plow? Clay soil is difficult to plow because it has a maximum number of small particles. Why is it easy to plow a sandy soil? Sandy soil is easy to plow due to its large proportion of large particles. Okay, because the sandy soil has a large proportion of large particles. Which soil is suitable for cultivation? Silt soil is suitable for cultivation because it is a fertile soil and it contains large proportion of organic material. Dear students, open page number 23 and we are starting our new concept. It is a soil structure. Structure of soil is depend upon the particles of soil. So five types of soil structure is there. Columnar structure is there, laminar structure is there, granular structure is there, and block shaped structure is there. Four type of structure is there. Columnar structure is a column like structure. Laminar structure is a sheet like structure, paper sheet like structure. Granular structure means grains like structure, and block shaped structure means like a block. Okay, the fertility of soil is depend upon the soil structure. Roots get sufficient supply of oxygen, water drainage is good, hence the roots of plants grow well. The fertility of soil is depend upon soil structure because roots get sufficient amount of oxygen, water drainage is good, hence the roots of plants grow well. Now we will study uses of soil. Okay, soil helps to grow plants, soil holds water. Hence by building bunds, lakes, we can get water to use throughout the year. Plasticity is also a use of soil. It is a property of soil also. Soil can be given any required shape and this property is called plasticity. If soil can give any shape, any type of shape, this is called a plasticity. Soil can use it to make articles of a variety of shapes. These articles can be make them hard. Baking can make the articles hard. Okay, we can make earthen pots, we can make earthen lamps, we can make idols, we can make bricks from the soil. Let's study some useful types of soil. China clay. It is white in color. It is used to make crockery, bathroom tiles, tank, laboratory mask and jars. Shadu soil is there. It is whitish in color. It is used for making statues and idols. Terracotta soil is there. This is a red color soil. Decorative articles and pots can be made from terracotta soil. This soil is used for growing plants also. No. So from terracotta soil we can make decorative articles and pots. Which pots we can make? Pots which is used for growing plants, जिसको हम कुंडियां बोलते हैं. Multani soil is there. This soil is used for cosmetics. So cosmetics means creams, powders and foundation. Such type of cosmetics are used by made by Multani soil. Do you know students, China clay is an industrial mineral. Okay, such type of soil is also called kaolinite. Students, page number 24. Do you know China clay is an industrial mineral of the type of kaolinite. It is found in China and hence it is called China clay. Upon heating, this soil acquires a glaze. When we heat this soil shines and it is called glaze. It becomes hard and therefore it is used for making crockery. When we heat china clay, it shines, it becomes hard, and when it becomes hard and it shines, this soil is used for making crockery. So here we are going to start soil testing, a concept soil testing. For determining the ingredients of soil, soil testing is very necessary. After soil testing, we come to know color, texture and organic matter. Soil testing is necessary to understand the deficiency of any material, any ingredients. And if we understand the deficiency of any materials, we can take proper measure to remove this deficiency. In easy word, I will say you, when we fall ill, we go to doctor. Doctor say us to check, to test our urine, to test our blood, and we go to pathology center and pathology lab. There we test our urine, our blood, and we get report that some deficiencies are there in our blood, means hemoglobin deficiency or any vitamin deficiency is there. So doctor studies this deficiency and they prescribe us medicines. After taking medicines we feel good. Like this, if soil is a less fertile, soil is not good, we have to test it in a laboratory and we come to know the deficiency in the soil, and by taking proper measure we can remove the deficiency of the soil, and if once we remove the deficiency of soil, soil become fertile and we get good crops. Okay, what step has to be taken for testing soil? Before testing soil, it is dried in an open space in the shade for 8 to 10 days. We have to dry the soil in an open space, but we have to dry it in a shade. Hot sun should not be there. It is then shifted through a sieve. We have to उसको छानना है. पूरा 8 to 10 days के बाद, सूखने के बाद उसको आपको sifted means you have to छानना है उसको. To test has to be conduct two tests has to be conducted. After, when we have sifted this soil with a sieve, through a sieve, we have to take this soil in a laboratory and there will two tests will be conducted. As your tests are there, na, unit test and first term, like that, soil also has to give two tests. First test is called pH test and the second test name is electrical conductivity. What is meant by pH test? pH test it is a measure of the concentration of hydrogen ions. We can come to know how much amount of hydrogen ions are there in a substance by taking a pH test. pH test is used to check whether the solution is acidic or a basic. Why pH test is necessary? To understand the solution is basic or acidic. Solution with a high number of hydrogen ions is acidic. If more number of hydrogen ion is there, then this solution is acidic. Okay, acidic means pH is less than 7. pH scale is there. That pH scale shows numbers up to 14. If pH is less than 7, it is called acidic soil. If pH is more than 7, it is called basic soil. If hydrogen ions are less than if hydrogen ions are less, then pH is more than 7, and if the pH is more than 7, the solution is said to be a basic solution, and if pH is only 7, then it is called a neutral solution. pH means power of hydrogen or potential of hydrogen. Okay, again I will repeat. If pH is below 6.5, okay, solution is acidic. Above 6.5, solution is basic, and 7.5 it is called a neutral solution. Danish scientist Sorensen put forth the concept of pH. Who has put forth the concept of pH? It was a Danish scientist who has put forth the concept of pH, and his name is Sorensen. Electrical conductivity is the second test which is to be taken with a soil. Electrical conductivity means ability to conduct or transport electricity. Diminish means diminish. The meaning of diminish is becoming less. Let's study what are the reasons of diminished soil fertility. What I said, diminish means less. So why does soil's fertility becomes less? What are the reasons that soil loosens its fertility? Okay.